welcome back to Chatter. Ladies, how y'all doing?
Great.
Hi.
Great.
Pretty good.
Good.
Pretty good.
So today we're going to talk about self-care. Since it's been so long since we've been with each other, I want to know what you've been doing for self-care. COVID's over, well, kind of, and
In the South, it's over.
well, it's been over in the South.
It was over.
So it went over when it started. All right. So what do you do for self-care? That's going to be our topic for today, just so y'all know. Self-care.
I tend to meditate, I journal, and we were talking about something. I'm so glad to know it's normal. I talk to myself like a lot aloud.
Aloud?
Yes, I do too.
Yes.
Aloud.
Thank you.
So y'all just walk around the house?
Yes.
Look, my kids, when they were little, they would say, Mommy, why do you talk to yourself? Now they say, Mom, you're talking to yourself again. Just to, so that I'm aware that I'm doing it.
So you can't do it in your head?
No.
No.
So you talk yourself aloud too?
Oh, yes. Yes, I talk out loud.
So what's wrong with me?
Well,
So you just talk in your head?
Yeah, I just talk in my head. I guess it's sort of like that shirt color.
It's not
And do
like-
you see pictures and stuff? Like, I want to know, do you have a full-fledged
No,
conversation
it's like
with yourself?
you might, in your world that you're in, you may feel like you're saying it in your head. But when people are like, no, you're talking to yourself, because you might be like, and you don't realize that your lips are moving. Are your lips moving?
I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
This is how I'm talking to Joanne.
So your lips just move.
My lips be moving.
But you don't have sound. But you have actual
I
sound.
have sound. 'Cause I live in the house by myself, so I have sound. I'm like, girl, you need to get it together.
You need a cat.
that's a no.
Wait, a cat?
A dog?
No,
something.
I
So
don't
you
get
talk to the dog.
Right.
No, because let me tell you what I'm doing.
Okay, tell me.
When you hear yourself, it kind of reinforces. Subconsciously, your brain takes in what you're saying. So the more I say, it's like affirmations. You don't
Right.
whisper affirmations. You say them out loud because you're going to take it in and it's going to become a part of your consciousness. So I have to tell myself some things because I'm creating boundaries. So by me talking aloud, I hear it.
You hear it. And that is, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go.
I was going to say that. I talk to my students like that as well. It's really good to read out loud because you're looking at the word and you're hearing the word as well. So you're getting it with two different senses. So it's the same way. I'll say the exact same thing. I'll be like, you can do better than this, Tasha. I need you to get up. I need you to do this. And I literally will say it out loud. And I might have to say it 4 or 5 times before I get up.
I don't
But
say
I
like,
do say
Joanne,
it.
you want a drink. Like, Joanne, would you like some bacon?
What do you
No.
say out loud? Do you feel like things that you're trying to really process through you say out loud? Or what types of things do you say out loud?
I say things that I need to work on, like, because I spent a lot of money when I went to Vegas. I was like, that girl, you know you spent a lot of money. You don't need to spend that type of money. Or when I'm doing things for church, I say, okay, now come on, you need to go in, you need to speak to people. Because some people have a tendency to think I'm standoffish and I don't speak. So I reaffirm things that I need to do. Because repeating it works for me.
I am really sitting over here
So
tripping
that's
because I've been
my
knowing you
self-care.
like a
I
really
meditate,
long time.
I
and
talk
ain't
to
know you
myself
talk
and I
yourself.
journal. So that's my self-care.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I journal.
Okay. You know what? I listened to a podcast and they were like, people who talk to themselves may be a sign that you don't feel vulnerable enough to talk to other people, or
Yeah,
you
I
don't
don't
feel
like-
safe.
yeah, I don't trust me.
Like people will be judgmental to you. So they said it was like a new study or something. They said that people who tend to talk to themselves don't feel like they have
Okay,
safe
so that makes
spaces
sense
to
because
talk.
you know how she don't tell us stuff.
Oh. Well, see, I was going to say,
So you just be at the house telling the walls. That's what you do.
I think that has some truth to it because I feel like I have a safe space, but I tend to talk to myself. I tend to go through things by myself.
All right. What do you say your trauma level is, in your opinion, on a scale of 1 to 10? Because they also said trauma.
Make you not
Are
talk
you
to
laughing?
people. Yeah.
So, like,
You
the
can't
more
help it.
traumatic experiences you had, the more likely you are to only trust yourself.
Okay, well, I had probably 4 years ago, I would have said my trauma was probably a good 8.
Oh.
But now, my experience.
she going to tell
Okay, for me, it would have been a
trauma
10.
level was-
For me, it would have been a 10.
Well, Lydia will talk to you, but right now, that was directed to me. My trauma was an 8. But I think right now with my therapy, meditating, and journal, I would say it's like probably at a 4. I'm beginning to open and trust people a little more. Because
That's good.
Because let me tell you what was behind that vulnerability. I asked God to take away. I don't care what you think. So now I'm vulnerable because the vulnerability comes in when you don't have a safe space and you think somebody's going to say something and you might be affected by what they say or their reaction may throw you off. But when I got rid of the fact that I don't care what you think about what I'm putting out there, that makes me more vulnerable because I really don't care.
Do you think it came more with your age? Because people say as you get older, it's like...
definitely. Because I'm 50. I always tell people I'm half 100. That sounds older.
Half 100, girl. You go.
I don't really
Looking
care.
beautiful.
So that's how I do my self-care.
All right. Okay. Well, I have to do CrossFit because it's like very intense. So I have like a lot of stress and it's intense, and then you might have people yelling at you, but then you also have people encouraging you.
So you like that?
Oh yeah. Like I can't go to the gym and just working out. Like I need somebody like knock those weights off. You need to put on more weights. Like you got it. You better not put it down. You better keep going. Then you have a community that's like positive and pushing you. You're all there, and you're just. It's like you're getting rid of all of the like stress and anger, because I could get.
So you got some anger management issues.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
well, you already know that.
I know it. I know it.
Not Lydia.
Yeah, she does.
Oh yes. We won't share those stories.
No, I would not be able to work out if somebody was yelling at me. That would make me stop. You come at me wrong, I'm gonna stop.
That makes me be like, yes, it makes me go more. I can't do like the gym or whatever because it's too passive. So I need, like, I think I would have done well in the military too.
Oh, okay.
Definitely wouldn't make it there. I like peaceful stuff. I don't like.
So CrossFit is the only way? I mean, because you must have other self-care, like.
No, I make time for that. I would like to do other things, but CrossFit is the one thing I make time for. And so that's like in my true self-care routine. Now, I would like to go get massages and go brunching and do all that. I just don't make time for those things.
So like relaxing stuff is my self-care, not to jump over you since it seems like we was going in order.
Go ahead.
Massages. I have to do it every 2 weeks now.
Oh.
Well, listen. Y'all know I was injured since we've been gone. I effed my knee up. So when I had to stop taking the medicine, it messed my back up. So then I had to start, instead of once a month getting a massage, I had to see her twice a month when I can afford it because it's high. She didn't went up because of COVID and mess. I like being with my friends, since y'all know I'm not with y'all anymore. And I don't know why y'all relax me, because y'all get on my nerves.
Okay.
Especially
Maybe it's
this
like
one.
her CrossFit. Maybe it's like a CrossFit.
It's stressful. The stress.
Yeah, it helps. You relax.
Because you work my nerves. But go ahead.
I think you like that. I think you like...
What, arguing?
Antagonism.
No.
Yes.
No.
To be antagonizing as well.
Yeah, Deja, because you get on my nerves too. Since we talking about
It
that.
definitely goes both ways. It definitely.
Sometimes you get on my nerves. I ain't gonna talk about the Super Bowl thing because that's another thing.
Oh.
My mama had a whole birthday. I could not come.
Did your little sister, was she at the birthday?
We're not gonna talk about
All
that.
right.
So anyway, what's your self-care?
Oh, it's my turn. Okay, so self-care for me probably is definitely spending time with my loved ones.
Yeah.
Like any kind of way I can. My family, my friends, and for me, my friends are my family. Like a lot of times people separate the two.
Yeah.
But like literally, if you're my friend, you're like, I treat you like you're my family member.
Yeah, yeah.
So definitely spending time with my friends and my family. And I have a new self-care activity. I was so excited. So my son went off to college. I got some extra time. I've gotten back into growing plants.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my gosh. Oh my goodness. And it has just been so lovely. I've been getting some clippings from people and repotting stuff.
So do yours live?
Yes. Well, I just started. Right now I have 2 new plants and they're doing really well right now. So y'all say a prayer for my babies out there.
What kind are they?
Aurora
What kind are they?
and Savannah.
What kind are the plants? What type?
Savannah.
A
The name.
philodendron. One of them is a philodendron.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one I can't remember because it was a clipping somebody gave
Okay,
me. So I'm not too sure. Philodendrons are really super easy to grow though.
Okay.
Because they vines. So they're really good. But I have to look up the next one. So that's my new thing with self-care.
So
I
these
like
are
plants
plants
too.
you just look at or plants you could eat?
Plants you look at.
Oh no, these are just plants you look at.
Oh,
they just
okay.
decorate, they bring
If I put all that work in, I gotta eat it. But go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Like mint, stuff like that.
Right. So yeah,
Basil.
like vegetables and stuff. Well, so maybe next year I do want to plant a garden.
Okay.
But I figured I better start with the houseplants to make sure
Gotcha.
I'm on the right baby steps. Gotta
So
take baby steps.
I bought some that you can eat.
Okay.
I had somebody tell me you couldn't kill mint.
Did you
You
kill
killed it.
I can kill about 3 mint.
Oh wow.
So let me ask you this: as you grow in your self-care, like you said, now CrossFit is. Do you find yourself, like you said, you add things? Do you find yourself adding or subtracting, like something? Because let me tell you what didn't work for me: taking a bath, something that you regularly do. But I tried to take a bath and meditate, and when I
In the water?
yeah, but I kept thinking of so many things. Like I had to adjust my self-care. Because now when I meditate with the music in the background, my candle is lit, it's so much better. So, I found that everything doesn't work for everybody. So I had some trial and errors. Do you all find that you all tried something and it didn't work?
Yeah. Well, the meditating doesn't work for me because my mind is just going. Now, what does work is when I go to like the soaking places where you go to the hydrotherapy places. Okay. But say if I have a 50-minute session, it takes me like 30 minutes to get where my mind just stops. So, but that works. Like I feel lighter when I leave those places.
We were supposed to do that.
And then salt yoga is another one. Oh yeah, we have to do that.
Okay, but so I don't think this was really the question I was asking y'all. Because I think y'all were talking about like mental. And I think maybe I should have.
What? Just spit it out.
So like, as we get older, our bodies are changing. We was talking about that, right? Do you do any other things to keep your body right?
I can't say it.
Why?
I don't know. I'm lost.
Like, okay, so I know I wanted to do a steam.
I
wanted to do a steam. Yeah, like stuff like that. Yeah, like I said. So I wanted to do a steam and some other stuff.
You've never done that?
I haven't. And
we probably should
because
go
you traumatized me.
Why?
With the damn Jeju. You traumatized me.
Oh, when I took you there?
Yes.
Listen, nakedness, I guess, bothers Deidre.
No. Nakedness.
Yes.
I just don't want.
Problem. So tell me what happened, because
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you. So we went. She had really hyped it up for me, right? And I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be so relaxing." A whole bunch of naked women walking around in a gym setting don't relax me. Like that shit is not relaxing me. You know what I kept seeing? No. You know what I kept seeing?
It's supposed to be free because you don't have on any clothes.
No.
I was just asking.
You know what? And I'm not even a germaphobe. But we on these benches and naked ass, excuse my French, on the bench, and all I'm thinking is
somebody else is
on
top of it.
There are spaces where you wear pajamas, and the space where she would have gotten the yoni steam had she been open to it is sterilized and clean.
I'm gonna tell you why I didn't get the steam. I went over there and I was excited at first. I saw the little Asian lady mixing up the herbs and stuff. She was over there squatting down. I mean, she had the herbs going. I was like, yes, I'm finna do this. Because I wasn't going to do nothing else, right? And then I looked in the little room, and it was women lined up on the walls. They all had on these black covers, and they was like close as they are together on the little seat pot.
It's Korean style.
It was like swap meet spa. I couldn't do it. I need relaxing Americanized.
You need more
I needed more private.
She needs fake spa.
Because this is the real deal. This is what else traumatized me.
What?
After they were finished, so they all sitting there. The lady said, you done.
She yanks the thing off of you because it's like you got on this plastic bag and you're sweating everything out, and then she puts all the stuff in. You can literally feel everything inside of you just like getting better and stronger and all that.
I'm gonna need to get better in my own privacy.
So you didn't even have that experience?
No, ma'am. When I saw her yank them things off them ladies,
I took my mom
there.
Turned around. She's talking about, oh my God, this is a lesbian spa.
Me and her mama sat together the whole time. Her mama said, I can't believe Lydia would bring me here with all these lesbians. She got me walking around with the lesbians. I was like, yep, we finna sit in the pool.
But she felt better. She went into different igloos and got like all the sweat
Now that part
out.
is cool. The little sauna.
And the massages.
Although I don't like the sweat.
I'm gonna have to try that.
I mean, I'm sure that there's somewhere in the middle, right? I'm sure there's a space somewhere where we're not so exposed, where we do have, because I must admit, I would like to have a little privacy.
You said those are not good?
They're not like, all right, so I've gone to some, just in regular Americanized spas, okay? And it doesn't even, like, it's just not the same. Like, I feel like this lady gets these spices from Korea.
Okay.
Because the other place, I could take you to some other places, but I swear it's not going to be the same.
It's more natural.
Feeling.
Maybe it was a day of the week. Can we go a day of the week where it's not a lot of people there?
We can go where it's less people. Yes.
But we need to do
that.
that.
Is that a field trip? That's like 2 field trips.
But no, we also have to do another thing that's self-care. We need to do a self-care day, like just, us. But also the, what is the sound bath. Have y'all ever done a sound bath?
No.
You don't want to do the sound bath? You said,
no.
They are amazing.
So
I love
them.
that.
Okay, what is it?
So basically you lay out, I like doing it outside. I've done it inside and outside. So doing it outside and you have somebody that does it and they have these different bowls, right? That represent the different chakras in your body.
Okay.
And they hit it. And it's like it helps you to meditate, it helps you to clear your mind, and it's like you either fall asleep or whatever, but the person that's operating it could also see what chakras have issues. Because of the way you move when she's hitting the throat chakra, this or that. And she will sit down and talk to you about what chakra you're having issues with.
Oh, wow.
So it's really cool.
So
Yeah, that needs to be shown.
But we could do it all together.
I would love to do it.
We can have someone come to a place, maybe your place. All right, and do all of this stuff.
She was invited your place.
Yeah, your place.
They do that all the time.
I live in Fayette. Nobody wants to come to Fayette.
And you're welcome to come.
Yeah.
I have a few more questions. So did you say it was what's the name of this procedure again?
Sound bath.
Sound bath. So are you immersed in water?
No. You're just
that's
laying
what
out,
I'm
and the bowls are.
Around your body.
Okay.
No. She's up front with the bowls, and she's hitting them, and she has water with the different chakras, so there's special bowls. But it's like literally you have movement or non-movement. Like if you're balanced, you probably won't even move or fall right to sleep or something like that.
Yes,
yeah.
let's hook this up.
That's
You should set that up, Lydia.
I just said that. I got two people.
Yes,
that'll be good.
and I'm more than happy to host it at my house. We can bring the cameras in.
Yeah. Do you have an outside space?
I do.
Okay.
I don't know if it's big enough though.
Just us to lay
It's
down.
just
Is
a
it big
full
enough
room.
for us? We say we big.
I know, that's what you're trying to
I
say.
mean, guys, just lay down.
Self-care. I really think self-care is so important, and I really think the Black community. I know my mother's generation. I don't remember my mother ever. Now I don't know. That term wasn't around back then.
It wasn't.
In the 70s and the 80s. But
Right.
I think my mother putting on her makeup and getting dressed up. I could
That
see
was
that
first.
changed her,
Yes.
her persona. I could tell it made her face lit up. But I really hate when I see older women, and I can tell that they just didn't do that. They didn't have the time, didn't make the time because they were always working and
Taking
trying
care of
to
their
make
family.
ends
They got
meet.
lost in their
And,
kids.
but and that's
And his husband.
when we were talking about self-care, in my mind I started thinking, it's so funny because that's a relatively new word.
And I think
Because
it's a
I
luxury
remember
that our
growing up,
generation,
I remember growing up. That's what I was about to say. I never remember hearing it, but as I look back on it, our parents, that's one of those things that our ancestors have worked hard for us to be able to afford.
Yeah.
To use the term, be able to go out
Yeah.
and take place of it. Why are you laughing?
Because I'm just thinking of me saying to my grandma, I need self-care right now. She'll be like, get your self-care ass and go pick the meat.
I was telling my friend last night, I said, our parents made a verb out of everything. Self-care your behind. I think about, like you said, that how they didn't have that term, they didn't have that luxury, and now we're able to afford it. And I think every woman should find it. And it doesn't have to be anything expensive.
Right.
You could do things around your house. Because
Yeah.
before I started able to, like, I do massages every now and then and things of that nature. I just put Epsom salt in my bath.
Oh, yeah, I love the Epsom
I
salt
would put the
bath.
radio on.
Right.
I would have some candles from the Dollar Tree.
Right.
You know, it doesn't have
she
to be
said the Dollar Tree.
expensive.
Yes,
yeah.
no, it doesn't. But and you know what I want to say? I want to piggyback off of what you said. It doesn't have to be expensive. I think one of the most important things about self-care is knowing you.
Yes.
Because everybody loves to say, "Oh, I need to get a massage. I need to get a massage." Let me tell you something.
You don't want nobody touching
I don't want nobody touching my body. As somebody gifted me a massage, and I went to it, and I was like, "Oh, okay, yep, not missing anything. Yeah, no, not about to pay nobody to do this.
Yeah.
No, not about to."
So did they give you like a Swiss massage?
girl,
or did they
it
give you
did. I don't know.
And as
Whatever
much
they
as you
get it
love to
massage
hug
in me.
and-
Yep.
you
But I don't
like
want a
touching you.
random stranger touching my body and
So would you
relieving
let Chris
stress.
massage you?
Yes, of course. He's
And
not a
if it
random
was little meat,
stranger.
massage you?
Yes, of
So
course.
you do like massages, just a stranger.
Okay,
Just
well,
how
maybe
you
that's
feel
just
about
it.
the
I don't want.
Koreans. They
Right, I
didn't
just
get you.
yeah.
That's what I was trying
Yeah.
to put
No,
that
I
in.
don't. I mean, it's okay, but it's still not something that I need. It's not like, oh, baby, let's do a massage. Like, it's still not something that I need. My self-care definitely is more like this right here. Like this right here.
This your self-care.
This like I'm living large right now. Like when I go home, it's gonna be wonderful because
Because
I've
the
enjoyed
end
you.
goal of self-care is to enhance your well-being
Yes, and your
and to
mind.
improve your lifestyle. So
Yes.
I think that's why every woman should, men too,
Yes,
find
good.
something, whatever it is, to do it. Because self-care is so important. And I just recently started, probably like 5 years ago, probably thinking, okay, Joe, you need to do something to
you.
take care of
Yes,
yourself.
that's right.
Because I wasn't listening to my body. I was just going on and on. And now I'm more conscious. Okay, now you're getting tired. Now you're getting worn out. Now you need to do this and need to do that. But a lot of times people don't even take the opportunity to listen to their
your
bodies
body. Yep.
and pay attention and do something about it.
Yeah, it's so
That's
much noise. It's so much outside noise. It's very
Yeah.
difficult.
And I love
very
living by
difficult.
myself. My baby came home, and this was the first time I was like, So when are you leaving?
You just want to go.
I was ready because I'm used to now. I'm getting in the routine. I have my candles lit. Because of everything that I deal with, I have a stressful job, and then I'm a minister and I'm a leader in my community. So I just needed that.
Time.
And we need self-care. No matter how it looks, no matter how much it is, we need to promote
That's
self-care.
True. Yes.
And I'm glad that we have a routine and we have something that we do.
And we all have something different too. I like that.
We do.
I like that all of us bring something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm good
speaking
of
of self-care, not to give a plug, and it just made me think of something, but I'm gonna hold it for another episode. When we was talking about what every woman needs, I'm gonna tell you in the next episode.
Okay.
All right. But as we close out, I want to say, speaking of self-care, I got a homegirl who makes some excellent scrubs. You know, we were talking about the scrubs in your body, and when you get out the water, you don't even feel like you need the oil. Okay, so I hope I don't chop up the night, because I had to write it down because she was fancy. Elpis Lux Care, elpisluxcare.com. Check it out. It's she sells scrubs, candles, oils. And I've tried them on every age group. So like I bought my mom some.
Oh, okay, good.
She loves it. Like
Why don't
really
you
loves it.
spell
And
Because I know when people do that, I never get it.
Okay,
Why
we're gonna
don't
put
you-
it on the credits.
Okay, perfect.
We're gonna put it on the credits.
Perfect. That's
Okay,
good.
so but the scrub, that lemon scrub is serious.
I love me some lemon.
It's a lemon scrub. And so it's all natural. She makes it herself.
Okay,
It's
good.
handmade. Yeah. And when I get out the tub, I don't feel like I need to put no lotion on, because y'all know I don't really like to put on lotion. So anyway, check it out. And we'll be back next week.
Bye.